A man who spent nearly 30 years on death row is awaiting a decision from the Supreme Court of Ohio that could determine whether he will face a new trial. Today, both sides made their cases known to the Supreme Court, which is considering that case. Prosecutors and defense attorneys arguing before the Ohio Supreme Court Thursday over whether to uphold Elwood Jones' original conviction. Jones spent nearly 30 years on death row after he was convicted of murdering 67-year-old Rhoda Nathan in 1994. In December of 22, a judge granted Jones a new trial after ruling prosecutors had withheld evidence during his original trial.
You know, they're trying to get the Supreme Court to consider knocking out the lower court's decision about the new trial.
Philip Cummings is representing the state of Ohio. He says the state is being reasonable in asking for review of their appeal. He also argued the Court of Appeals was unreasonable in denying the state an opportunity in the first place.
And what the state's attempting to do here is just have another court look at the Elwood Jones case, a case that's been affirmed for 30 years on overwhelming evidence, and review it and say, is what was presented to the trial court, is it believable? Is it credible? Is it even a ground for a new trial?
However, David Hine, representing Jones, says a Hamilton County judge did the right thing by granting him a new trial.
I don't think that the rule sets forth the standard for review. I think that this court has set forth the standard for review and repeatedly affirmed that by stating that the Court of Appeals has the sole discretion to decide whether or not to take it.
Fox 19 Now's legal analyst says there's no hard timeline for the Supreme Court to even come to a decision.
Either side, if they're not happy with the result, in theory, they could go to federal court.
So the Ohio Supreme Court's expected to make a decision on that appeal in May or June. But in the meantime, Jones' new trial, which was set to start in December, that one is on hold.